Let's check out how to play this A major rock lick. All right, so to play this A major rock lick, for this I'm just kind of goofing around and having fun. I just kind of put a couple different ideas together. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going, basically I'm taking A major pentatonic, and I'm just playing those notes and doing pull off. So I'm playing the open note here, going. And I do that pattern 4 times though. So I would just start slowly, and I'm picking all the notes down, and all the opens are being pulled off, so you don't have to worry about all the zeros, but all the numbers, the 2s and 4s, I'm picking them all down. And depending on how I want it to sound, I might change my pick. Like if I want it to sound a little more pinchy, like almost like I'm about to hit pinch harmonics, I'll pull the pick up in my fingers a little bit. I'll show you that then. But I just try to do it smoothly. And one thing you want to do is, I notice that I kind of tense up when I'm doing this. So if you just kind of relax your hand, the more you relax, the smoother it'll end up sounding. All right, so after I do that for 2 measures, I do that pattern 4 times, then I'm going to play a G. And that G, I'm only going to use 2 fingers. I'm going to play this G here on the 6th string, 3rd fret, and I'm going to play D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. I feel that's a very rock and roll way to play it. Instead of playing the full G, it's kind of fun just to play those 2. I am muting out the 5th string, and then I'm letting the 3rd and 4th string ring open. That's kind of a quick way to grab a G chord. And then I'm going to a D chord where I just play the 4th string open, then this A right here, and then this D. I'm not bothering with the 1st string. You might see my thumb up over top here. That's generally, I'm not trying to play a D over F sharp. I'm basically just muting out the 6th string. That way if I strum, it depends on how well you mute it, whether you hear the A in there or not. But generally, I try to just hit those strings 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going G, D, then A. Kind of playing it the rock and roll way, where I'm just using 1 finger to cover the 2nd fret here on strings 2, 3, and 4. Then the next part is probably the trickiest part of the lick, is I'm taking this note B right here, which is the 2nd of the A major pentatonic, and I'm doing a pinch harmonic. Depending on where you pinch on the string, it's going to come out kind of a different pitch. So I will show you that when I go. I'll play through this and I'll show you the picking and explain a little more of how I'm doing a pinch harmonic. But I'm basically bending it up and down twice. That's all I'm doing. And then the next part I'm going. Depending on how much you palm mute, it depends on, it'll change how it sounds. Like if I don't palm mute anything, I actually kind of like that. But if I want to hear those notes a little clearer, have them kind of cut through, I might palm mute a little later. That was kind of heavy palm muting, but depending on how much you keep your palm on the strings, it'll determine how much of that sound you let through. And basically what I'm doing there is I'm just going up diatonic 6 in the key of A here. The 1 chord is an A major. If I take a look at what notes I'm playing on strings 1 and 3, I'm playing this C sharp and this A, or the root and the 3rd. And then the 2 chord in A is B minor. And so I'm playing the flat 3rd here and the root of the chord, so I'm going. And then I'm chromatically walking up. So I'm going 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, and then I'm ending on C sharp, which is the 3rd of the A major scale. So I'm going. I'm also doing, I should mention, I'm doing pull-offs. I'm sliding up to this 6, then plucking this A here, and then pulling off. And then coming back to the original note here. So one more time. It's a fun, cool sound. People have commented like, oh, are you trying to be Nuno? No, I'm not. I can't play near as good as Nuno Betancourt. But to me, it kind of has a Van Halen, kind of Nuno kind of feel. All right, so now let's go ahead and I'll play through it slowly and you can see how I'm picking it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and play through it slowly, and that way you can see how I'm picking it, which is pretty important. So here we go. So the key things you want to take a look at, the first two measures, you can see that I'm just picking everything down. Kind of lazy, but kind of fun, to be honest with you. Then the chords, I'm playing them all down. The pinch harmonic here. If you're not sure how to do a pinch harmonic, there's a lot of videos that'll teach you how to do it on YouTube. Basically, I take my pick and I'm pinching it up into my fingers. So when I pluck the string, as soon as it leaves my finger, I'm letting a little piece of my thumb hit it. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm in focus here. So you have to practice kind of pulling the pick up into your fingers, pulling it up in, and making sure that a piece of skin hits that right after you pick. So I can go. And depending on where you pick on the string, it sounds different. The pitch is different, so you kind of have to find, a spot that you enjoy. For me, it's kind of right in the middle of my pickup. All right, the next section, I'm picking it like this. Something I didn't mention is, in the first time I played through it, is I'm hybrid picking it. What I'm doing is I'm picking the lower notes on the third string with my pick, and I'm doing the pull off with my middle finger here. If you're not used to doing that, that is a really fun skill that you can practice that sounds really cool. Then you can practice if you want it open, which is pretty noisy, or you can just palm mute it a little bit. And then, so I'm just going, and that's how I'm picking that A major rock lick. If you enjoyed learning this A major rock lick and you want to learn some more licks, check out this playlist right here.